So today we are joined by someone who knows the battle with alcohol firsthand. He's been to 3 rehabs and would relapse within days after discharge. He almost lost everything. But after completing our program here at Tove Nation, he is now 2 years sober. Let's listen to his story.
Well, I'd say this was the most difficult part of my life. I had been drinking for a very long time, but with each and every day, I'll just wake up and I'll tell myself that this was the day I was going to stop, and I wasn't going to touch any alcohol. I wasn't going to even sip. I wasn't even going to think about alcohol. But before I even knew it, I'd find myself making a cup of coffee, and in that cup of coffee I would put a shot or two, and for the longest this is how I lived my life. And it was just so difficult for me to quit. This is something that I had to battle each and every day of my life. And to make matters worse, everyone who would see me outside, they would see me laughing and smiling and not really knowing that deep down I was going through a tough time. So the turning point was one day as I was driving to work. I was so drunk that I could not recognize the road I was on, and a voice within me just told me to park the car. I did. I parked the car, and there and then I decided I was going to rest a little bit and go back home and then try and figure out how best to help myself. So when I got home, I went onto the computer and I looked for rehabs in and around Harare. I found one that had so many recommendations, and I called them. They didn't waste time. They admitted me, I think, after a day or two, and I started my program. I'd say it went well, and I went through my first 3 weeks without alcohol, and the first month, and then they discharged me. After discharging me, I went home the first day. It felt good to be back into the community and trying to function as an adult. But I don't think I even lasted 4 days. I was back on the wagon again, drinking just like I was doing before. And after a couple of weeks, I just decided that maybe the time that I went into rehab was not long enough. So this time I did join another rehab and checked myself in, and they worked with me, and I'm not going to say much. The journey was just the same as before. I got discharged, went back home, and I started drinking again. I did it the third time. I just could not. I just did not know what could help me. Deep down, I was just thinking that maybe it wasn't me, because I kept on pushing. I wanted to get better, but probably it's because these places that I was in, it felt like I was a project and I wasn't a person, and these people were not digging deep enough to be able to help me. So yeah, so I'd say alcohol, it affected me in every part of my life. When I say every part of my life, I remember my sister, she's still not talking to me. It was because on her wedding day, I got so drunk that I nearly missed my sister's wedding, and to think that I was the person who was meant to walk her down the aisle, This was something that was very, very difficult for her. And even after getting to her wedding, I was drunk. I just got there. I made a show and I fell asleep on at the table where I was sitting. And from that day onwards, she has since stopped talking to me, but she's not the only one. The rest of my family have since distanced themselves from me. I would say that now it's only now that they're starting to talk to me, starting to take me as part of the family, and they're starting to receive me. Maybe because now I've been sober for a while, and coming back to what I mean by everything, I lost countless jobs. If I was to count them, might even get to 10, and to think that I would never hold a job because of alcohol, even right now, it still pains me. One of my best friend, he walked out of my life, and his last words was, "I can't see you destroy yourself like this and not be able to help you." And since then, I've tried to reach out to him, but I would say he still doesn't want to talk with me. So it's been everything. I lost everything because of alcohol. So for the turning point, I'd say I was at work. This was the last job that I actually lost. So I was at work, I was on the computer. Actually, I was on Facebook, and I saw an advert about 12 Nation. It was Coach Brian, and his message was it was very short, but it kind of spoke to me. It felt like he knew what he was talking about. So I reached out to him, and we arranged a meeting, and then eventually got me checked into rehab. I started working with him, and I think for the first time, I started feeling like I was working with somebody who had experience, who knew exactly what I was going through. And I would actually say one of the most important lessons I got from him was for me to learn to start forgiving myself, and to learn to build from that. And this really helped me. And for the first time ever, I wasn't being, they didn't keep on telling me to stop drinking. They focused on all the positive things about me, and they helped me to build on that. And I must say that was the first time I went through my first 2 months without drinking. It wasn't easy, but it's something that he really helped me to walk through, and I am more than grateful. I would say that in life they say life begins at 40, but I felt that my life began here, and ever since, I would say it's been positive. Yes, we have down days where I feel like this could be the day that I could just have a sip, but I'll just pick up my phone, reach out to him and talk to him, and him and his organization would just help me through these difficult times. And I can't believe I've actually come this long. I've been sober for a while now, and it is thanks to 12 Nation and his company. So to date, I have been sober for 2 years and 3 months and counting. My life right now, it has changed. It has changed in so much an amazing way. My life is unrecognizable. I'm no longer that drunk who used to terrorize people at home or do funny, shady things because I was drunk. My current job, I've actually been on this job for it's almost 2 years now. And if it wasn't for the help that I got from 12 Nation, I don't think my life would have changed and shaped up in this manner. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I'm saying that I got the help that I needed. And being sober now, it doesn't feel like a chore. It's more of a choice that I make every day. And if I can do it, I believe anyone can also do it.
Thank you for sharing your story. And to every family watching, this is real. Addiction destroys, but recovery restores, and hope is alive. If you need help, our phone number is 0783 627742. Good morning.